Today, I would like to talk to you about the cloud, making it real using Harmonic technology and continuous innovation. As you know, Harmonic is the market leader for media processing, for playout, and for video delivery in general. And in the past few years, we have migrated a lot of that expertise to native cloud solutions. It's a huge investment, it's a strategic investment, and we stay committed to it. But the reason I want to talk to you about the cloud today is because we see a change, a disruption maybe, but definitely a progress in cloud adoption by our customers. The global video consumption is at an all-time high. A lot of that video is streamed over the internet, especially with the younger generations. And that surge in OTT video creates a huge pressure on our customers. So we were never in doubt that the cloud is pertinent for OTT. It's the right solution. But now our customers, big and small, they see it too. So you have established customers that come to us because they want to benefit from the elasticity or the gain in operational efficiency that the cloud provides. And you also have new entrants who want to leverage the agility, the fast time to market, the pay-as-you-grow aspect of the cloud, okay, so that they can compete with the established TV players. So in the next few slides, we will show you how Harmonic is using the cloud to solve real-world challenges and help our customer launch and monetize new, innovative, compelling video services. So here's the list of announcements for today. So we have first, new OTT service deployment for VidGo. We have a new low latency UHD HDR workflow. We have major advances in ATSC 3.0. And we have a breakthrough cloud playout deployment for Fuji TV. So let's start with OTT, where Harmonic is setting the benchmark for OTT delivery. And first, let's do the numbers. So we have about 32,500 OTT channels deployed globally. Out of these, 2,500 are OTT channels running in the cloud, which represent about 6 petabytes of monthly cumulative OTT egress capacity. So it's a strong 150% growth in cloud-native OTT channel in the past 9 months. Harmonic is leading, the charge on OTT, and the cloud adoption for linear and catch-up services is real. And we strongly believe that this cloud adoption makes our OTT leadership even stronger. So to illustrate that cloud adoption, today we announce a new customer win. So VidGo is a new entrant in the skinny bundles playing field. It's a new OTT virtual service provider, if you like, just like Hulu, DirecTV Now, PlayStation View, etc. They have identified a underserved market of cord nevers, so the people who never had a pay TV subscription, and cord cutters, the people who drop their pay TV subscription, and they want to tap into that market. So they have selected our VOS solution to deploy their linear OTT services in a private cloud environment. They were looking for a proven cloud solution that can launch quickly, run efficiently in a pay-as-you-grow, type model, and VOS offers all of that. They were also looking for a strong partner to monitor and support their services 24/7 and Harmonic definitely has the scale to do that. So still about OTT, some of you who were here last year might remember that we demoed some technology to keep OTT latency under control. So since then, the market confirmed that we really need a solution, to that latency challenge. And so we have productized that technology, and we made it available in our cloud offering. So today, we announce a new SaaS solution for low latency streaming of live sporting events in UHD, HDR. So it's kind of a mouthful, so I'm going to repeat it. A SaaS solution for low latency streaming of live sporting events in UHD, HDR. All right, why is that important? Well, first, SaaS is a perfect fit for live sports because those events by nature are occasional, okay, and they lend themselves very well to a usage-based model. Second, what do we mean by low latency? We mean 5 seconds end-to-end from the output of the camera to the screen on the tablet. Okay? So for those interested, we achieved this low latency by implementing CMAF. Third, our VOS, cloud native media processing can now deliver services up to UHD resolution with HDR, which means that the viewers, with this solution will get a taste of the action in UHD detail and clarity. So if we recap here, you have live sports, you have low latency, you have UHD, HDR, all of that offered as a SaaS. This is groundbreaking for our industry. So if we take a closer look at the solution, it features our Vibe CP9000 contribution encoder that ingests the live video source, to VOS 360 in the cloud. And so VOS 360, our media processing SaaS, does the encoding, the packaging, the origin server, and the OTT delivery. So using this solution, again, broadcasters and service provider, they can deliver live sports, over the top in UHD with low latency and significant cost savings. So I'm going to transition to ATSC 3.0. Obviously, this is the NAB, and ATSC 3.0, aka Next Gen TV, will be front and center at the show, just like it will be front and center on our booth, okay? You might remember that a few days ago, we announced that Harmonic is a key participant in the Phoenix Model Market Initiative, which is driven by the Pearl TV Group. This is the first collaborative single market effort to implement ATSC 3.0. The objective is to try many different aspects of the standard, and but with a focus on use cases that can bring real monetization of ATSC 3.0. The first priority is to test, the new over-the-air capabilities of ATSC 3.0, and our Electra X that you see on the left here, our Electra X software solution is ready to go in Phoenix. But beyond over-the-air, one of the most intriguing aspects of ATSC 3.0 is the delivery of hybrid broadcast and broadband services. By that we mean services where some component, come over the air, and some other component of the service comes over the top. So for instance, a broadcaster might, send the linear version of the channel over the air, and then provide the time-shifted or catch-up version of the same channel over the top, okay? Another example can be that the broadcaster will put the linear channel over the air in HD resolution, and then the ATSC receiver, the ATSC 3.0 receiver, via the broadband access, will retrieve the UHD version of the channel, okay? So there's no doubt that the cloud, and we show VOS here, will play a major role in enabling those hybrid services. And also, at Harmonic, we have kind of a unique combination of very strong cloud expertise, but also intimacy with the broadcaster's environment. So we'll definitely be at the forefront of those hybrid services innovation. So last but not least, we have another example of cloud adoption, this time by an established customer, a broadcaster. And in this particular case, this is about using the cloud to streamline broadcast operations. So today, we announce that Fuji TV, a major Japanese broadcaster, is using our VOS cloud playout solution as a SaaS to create and distribute channels to their OTT distribution partners. So with VOS playout features, Fuji TV was able to simplify and accelerate the launch and the creation of those channels. And because this is a SaaS model, they can easily scale up and down the number of channels as their business require. So if we take a closer look at the solution, this is what it looks like. So it's running, in the public cloud on AWS. So you have VOS that creates the channel using traffic schedules, and then mixing file assets with live inputs, adding multi-layer graphics, with a modern UI to monitor the execution of the playlists. And then the channels are distributed over the internet in a mezzanine format to our ProView IRDs, at the affiliates. So launching with VOS, Fuji TV really takes advantage of the economics of the cloud and the internet, and they can create and deliver channel at a fraction of the cost of a traditional ground-based infrastructure. So this is a very lean operation, and I think a great example of cloud adoption by a broadcaster. So I want to pause just a second on this one, because I think there are really two major innovations and trends here. The first one is that Fuji decided to offload the playout, to the cloud and run it as a SaaS. So that the first, big change, big innovation. But the second one, not to be missed, is that you see they distribute to their affiliates over the internet. That's what we typically call primary distribution, and that's what over the past 20 years has been done over the satellite. So here, they go over the internet, connecting VOS to our ProView, which means, when you think about it, that they can send the channel to any location in the world where you have business class internet access. So the combination of the SaaS playout and the internet delivery of the channels for primary distribution, that's those two together that create disruption. We strongly believe that the combination of VOS with our software appliances at the edge of the network or at the source of the network is a strong value proposition, and we will keep innovating there. I think that now you understand better why we named this presentation, the cloud, making it real, purely harmonic. VidGo for OTT delivery, and Fuji TV for Playout. Those are just two examples of customers who have embraced the cloud and they've trusted Harmonic to launch new services and solutions that solve, real-world challenges. Also, with our, impressive growth in cloud OTT channels, we are convinced that continuous innovation, like our new UHD, HDR SaaS for live sports, or innovation like, ATSC 3.0 hybrid services, we're convinced that this type of cloud innovation is what the market demands.
Let me wrap things up by just taking a step back. I hope it comes across that we're tremendously excited about the technology work we're doing in the cloud area. And more importantly, we're tremendously excited about the impact that this is having on our customers' business models. But you may say, well, is that all that Harmonic is doing these days? What's going on? And I want to emphasize that what we've shared with you today is what we think is probably the most compelling news that we have that really comes together in a cohesive way. But if you take a step back, I want to assure you that in this space, what we'll be talking about with our customers over the course of the next several days here at NAB is about a broader portfolio, both traditional and newer technologies. In fact, we find what's happening around media, broadcast, and in fact our service provider work to be really on a very positive run. Frankly, if you take a step back, the company with much of the industry had somewhat of a choppy first half of 2017. I'm really excited to share with you, or maybe remind you for those of you who follow some of our financial disclosures, that the company actually had record order intake on the video part of our business in the fourth quarter of 2017. And in fact, a very strong second half of 2017 all in all. So we're seeing, despite a lot of change out there on the market, a lot of customer M&A, a lot of our customers trying to figure out what the new business model is, what the new advertising model is, how to compete with new internet players for the eyeballs, for advertising dollars, how to compete with subscription on demand services. There's a whole lot happening around this space. And it's resulting in an unprecedented amount of really partnership kind of discussions between our company and the companies on the media side, the service provider side, and the broadcaster side really pushing forward. Certainly the cloud activity that we've talked about today is the sharp end of the spear about what's really coming next. But I also want to emphasize there's a tremendous amount of other, I would say, more traditional work, investment going into next generation HD, UHD, HDR workflows and infrastructure around the world. One other point that I'd like to make, just because it's so important to us as a company, for those of you who follow us a little bit more broadly, beyond the scope of this press conference, or frankly even what we're talking about or presenting at the NAB show, the company continues to make a substantial investment in a next-generation cable access platform that we call Cable OS. And this is targeted just at the cable industry, and we've continued to make great progress there. And I only want to raise it, number one, because it's such an important investment activity for the company, but also coming back to this whole theme of internet delivery and cloud, it's also really relevant. Another big part of the equation here is, well, how does this content actually make its way to consumers? Is the bandwidth there? And in fact, in another arm of our company, in our cable access business unit, we're working hand in hand with leading cable operators around the globe to make gigabit access networks, hybrid fiber coax, hybrid fiber wireless, a reality. So I can tell you definitively that not only are we preparing information, video content, in new and innovative ways, targeted, personalized like never before. Another part of the business, we're actually also working aggressively and successfully on ensuring that that content is going to be able to make it to end consumers. So there's a lot of exciting things going on in the industry and with this company. I'm struck by the fact that I stood in front of many of you 2 and 3 years ago talking about our ideas about cloud, and let's face it, you were hearing about cloud and blah 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 from just about every company. It was kind of the cliche almost, I would say. And what we're really trying to get across to you today is it's not been easy and it hasn't happened overnight. But where we stand today in April of 2018 is we see real volume deployment by leading customers around the globe of not just fringe services, not just services targeted to small screens, not just on-demand services, but linear and live services of the highest quality that are being rendered in public as well as private clouds like never before. And beyond that, we're expanding the scope of this capability, adding things like HDR, adding what has been historically known as playout technology, which more generally I think will become to known as a channel origination in the cloud, dovetailing seamlessly with this idea of personalized delivery. So it's still a very active, fast-moving space, but if you take nothing else away, take away the fact that the technology has become real. It's being deployed in earnest by the most forward-thinking and advanced of our customers, and we're confident that we're well on our way to crossing the proverbial chasm and to seeing an acceleration of all of this. And we look forward to keeping you all updated on our activity. And again, we appreciate your interest in everything we're doing. I can imagine that many of you have some questions and feedback. Rather than take them here in this format, I'm joined by a number of my colleagues, executives from the company. We made a point of finishing early. We've got some small snacks and drinks at the back of the room. So I'd ask you to please stick around for a little bit, mingle with us, talk to us, give us your feedback, ask your questions, and we're here until 1 o'clock. So we look forward to further discussion. And again, thanks very much for being with us today.